Good morning, New York. And today we're going to talk about what does it mean when I talk about it will kill. So, a lot of the things we talk about on the show is on the forge that we're filming this time is that kill test. And one of the things we have with a kill test is that we get to test all the different weapons that we do, and because they are weapons from history, it's all about will it kill. Now, initially, it was just about explaining that if this weapon does work, it will kill. Now, when you get to the point of where you get to test somebody's work of art and you get to do all the different things, it gets so exciting. And sometimes, because of my accent, I go kill. And I just got so excited with that sometimes people get the mistaken thing that I get too excited about killing. Now, it's not about that. One of the things as a martial artist that I've always had is this idea that I've always gone with this motto. It's not about how many you hurt, it's how many you protect. And I've really stood by that because martial arts to me should make you a better person in life, not a bitter person. So what does that mean? That means that you should be able to take everything that you know and make your day better with it. Make your life as if it were the martial way. Now, martial is another word for control. So everything you do, being your emotions, being the way you think, being the way you react to situations, you are in control. That's why I believe that people initially start taking martial arts to start, in my case, learn how to fight. But then in the end, it was all about learning to fight myself and learning to control my own actions so that I don't necessarily get into trouble. And it made me a better person in life. So I'm going to start off my day with my espresso, which I like. I got into espresso coffee simply because of when I was going to Europe, and I was with Zero, and he introduced me to super strong coffee, and that was awesome. So that's what I like to drink in the morning. It wakes me up. It's my cup of joe, and I like good morning to everybody. In this stint, going back to what I was talking about, which is once again the idea of saying it will kill. Now, because it is a family show, and I enjoy sharing that idea, we turned and did a play on words, which turned kill to K-E-A-L, which means keep everyone alive, right? So the idea of that, once again, is to make sure, in this adjustment here, sorry for that, is to make sure that if you can keep everyone alive, it's a good thing. Because the martial way isn't about destruction. The martial way is to use what you know so that if you do have to destroy, it's in the act of doing the right thing. Once again, it's not about how many you hurt, it's how many you protect. So, hello to everybody. Oh, we got some people from Belgium here and a little bit from everyone. So, good to say hello to all of you. And I'm hopefully you're enjoying this little talk we have. And just as I'm out here, and I have to be up this early, I've been up since 4 a.m. I don't sleep well when I'm on the road, and I usually don't do that at all. I sleep for a couple of hours, and I'm up and walking around, so I figured, you know what? Let me this is a chance for me to get to talk to everybody and enjoy and say hello to all of you as I'm getting my second cup of coffee. Tastes good. So anyways, going back to the it will kill, the idea about that is keep everyone alive. I used to have a teacher who was saying, well, what is that all about? When I first took a particular martial art, it was very aggressive. And it definitely was something that when you're young, you want to take over the world, and you have to be careful about the kind of teachers you study from. This particular teacher was very aggressive, right? And when I asked about what martial arts taught you, it's about the spirituality of learning, inner peace and all that. And he goes, you want spirituality? You go to church. You want to learn how to fight? You come see me. And in the beginning, I believed in that because when you're young and full of testosterone, that's all you want to do. And I didn't exactly have a childhood that was lack of, shall we say, aggressive ways of looking at things. But in hindsight, 25 years later, thank God I did meet a lot of teachers who thought otherwise and guided me the right way. Their idea was basically to say, guess what? You don't have to follow that path, because the very same teacher, 25 years, is now alone. And that didn't get him anywhere. Whereas I followed the path of saying, you know what? There is such a thing about using martial arts and the martial way to control the way you think, and you can make your life better. It's about your choices. So any discipline, no matter what it is, should be about choices and you owning up to, you controlling what you're going to be doing. And that means controlling your emotions, controlling the way you see things, because in many ways, guys, what I've found, at least in my particular way, is that it's up to me to choose the way I'm going to react to a situation. Whether I decide to go into a fight is my choice, or go on a flight. I can choose to run, because in the big picture of things, if it's not worth it, why even get into that situation, right? It is my control. One of my teachers always goes, when getting into... one thing I found one time was I was with a particular gentleman who I know is a very big fighter, and he got into a situation to where it was kind of strange, because he could have totally destroyed the person who was harassing him. But when he walked away, and in hindsight, we had a nice talk about it, and I asked, wow, what stopped you from going up against that guy? Because you know you could have taken him. And his answer was, it was my choice to let him live another day. Whoa, that was kind of cool. But, you know, in hindsight, and he goes, Doug, you know, we study martial arts, so we never get into fights. Why? Because the movies ruin it for a lot of us. You know, there are consequences to every action that you do. He goes, we are civilians here. We're not at war. Think about that. And in the movies, you get away with things. True violence got him into so many problems. He goes, you know, you get into a fight, it's not like it's over. You have to deal with the law. You have to deal with lawyers. You have to deal with doctors. And if it's sometimes bad luck, you may, well, maybe you don't have to deal with the morgue, right? And that's always a good thing. But nonetheless, you know, one of the things that I wanted to share with you is that today, and the idea of using the word "it will kill" is always about using the word saying, keep everyone alive. Keep yourself alive, keep your life alive and exciting. So, this is the first of many things I'll be doing every morning. Join me at 6 a.m. for a little cup of joe, a little cup of coffee, which I had my little espresso for the day, maybe a couple later on. And I thank you and have a great day, guys. Keep everything alive. Bye-bye.